Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So this is my 20 long aquarium. This has Guppy Endler hybrids. There's a few cool looking ones right here. I just did a water change on this tank and I added this hang on back filter. It's this Tetra Whisper power filter 30 for 10 to 30 gallon tanks. I've had it for like 5 years. I bought it way back when I got back into the fish keeping hobby, back when I got my first AquaClear filter, the AquaClear 50 for my 30 gallon that I had at the time, and kind of intended to use that on a 20 long, and finally I'm putting it in here. I've had the sponge filter in here for a while, but I figure I wanted to get this going because I think I'm going to end up moving this sponge filter when I'm thinking of setting up a new tank, and that's going to be for the purpose of dumping plants in. So there's a lot of this Java moss in here, and that was never the plan. I just was clearing out one of my 40 gallons that was overrun with Java moss, and I threw some in here, and now here we go again. This tank is getting overrun with it, and this was intended to be my Anacharis tank, so it still has some, but I was kind of thinking I would just have the tank fill up with that. And now I actually have another 40 gallon that's getting overrun with Anacharis. Not quite as intended. I've pointed that tank out a few times, but yeah. So, and pretty recently I pointed out how this tank was infested with Malaysian trumpet snails. So I am planning on getting some pea puffers again, so I'll have plenty of food for them when I do that. Yeah, as I was doing the water change, I'm finally going to move some other fish into this tank that have been in quarantine for a while. I've been meaning to move them in here, and that would be these two sparkling Gouramis, and that is a nerite snail. It's a batik or batik, B-A-T-I-K, I believe it was. Bought that from Aquatic Arts over a year ago. It's just still been in my quarantine tank, so getting that so that it can clean up the diatom algae here on the front of the glass. And in this tank is also rosy loaches. I'm not seeing any out in the open right now. When I did see one of the females when I was doing the water change, but now they must be deep in this Java moss. And now I think that's another thing too with this, having just put this hang on back filter in, they're not used to the flow, so even like the guppies were hiding. Yeah, so I'm gonna add these sparkling Gouramis. This is, pretty confident that it's a male and female. They look pretty much the same, but I did learn how to tell them apart from males and females, how to sex them, from watching a video from Because Your Fish. It's another YouTube channel. Pointed out that like the bottom, if you can see it good against the light, I may not be able to point it out here, but there's the bottom half, like underneath there, the lateral line is kind of translucent. So with the male, there's kind of like a empty area, and the female has sex organs, so you can kind of see them like reproductive organs. So you can kind of see that male is more clear. That's the let's see. Oh, right now I can't even really tell them apart looking through the camera here, but yeah, this one on the left is the female, and the one on the right is the male. You can kind of see there's more internal organs in the female there. Anyway, I'm going to release them into this tank. So let's get ready for moving the light back there. Right here, there's some baby guppies swimming around. Oh yeah, and just recently I put this water wisteria in. Not too long ago I put the water sprite in just to clear out my 40 gallon. This was in my 84 gallon, just like one chunk too many, so I just threw it in here. Alright, so here we go. Release the Gouramis. And the nerite snail is stuck inside, so I gotta pull that out. And I'll just drop that in. Alright, so there, one of the Gouramis, there and there, in their new home. So sparkling Gouramis, they are also known as croaking Gouramis, though to this point I have not heard them do any croaking. I don't know if that's something they would do if they were ready to spawn, perhaps. But while they were in the quarantine tank, they didn't maybe in here. Who knows? Even in my quarantine tank, I had a lot of Java moss. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I am still curious to know what that croaking sound would sound like. Anyway, I mean, I wouldn't want to hear it at night. I mean, this would be, who knows how loud it would be either. I'm just curious. I just wouldn't want to hear it at night if I was trying to sleep or anything like that, but yeah. Alright. Well, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.